Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstreet.com, and today we have Mr. Carl with us, who is the co-founder of OnePlus One and global director as well. We are going to ask him some questions related to OnePlus One. So please tell us how the OnePlus One will be a value for money for Indian people out there who would like to buy this phone. Why this phone is actually the best phone in this price segment?
To be honest, we never build a product to be value for money, or we never build a product to satisfy a certain cost ceiling. What we do is we build the best product we can, and then we see what price we can sell it at. It's that simple. Instead, we choose to focus on the build quality, the materials we use, and how it feels in your hand. By doing so, we hope that we can attract people who agree with us and support us. And apparently, we have a huge following here in India already.
So apart from this, what kind of future updates users can actually expect on OnePlus One as far as software is concerned? How that is going to be different from what it was used to be in other countries, or how it is going to be there in India?
So our team has shifted their focus to developing for the OnePlus One instead of future devices. It's going to be very stock Android. It's going to be based on Lollipop. It's going to have material design. But what additional features it will have actually depends on what our users want. So very soon we'll start talking to our users on our forums in our community in regards to what they want in the system.
So do you plan to take some features of Cyanogen mod ROM to the new update, or do you want to have a fresh input from the people coming from Indian people, and then you would put those features, not what you have in Cyanogen mod ROM?
It all depends on what our users want. If our users like some features from Cyanogen, we can also implement that.
Okay, so you will integrate those features if they actually want.
Yeah.
Okay. So apart from this, what kind of after-sales support people can actually expect on OnePlus One if they plan to buy it?
Yeah.
Will they be able to get after-sales support? How many after-sales service centers are going to be?
Today we launched in 20 cities, 25 centers. And going forward, this will expand as we scale up our operations.
So how many of those service centers are there in Delhi and Bangalore?
I don't have the exact list. The list is on our website right now. It's on oneplus.net/in, and you can download the entire list of all the service centers.
So there are service centers in Delhi and Bangalore as well?
Of course, of course.
Okay. So apart from this, what else we can actually expect as Indian consumers? As a product coming from OnePlus One maybe in 2015, OnePlus One is definitely a good device as per the price. And again, it has a strong community as well at the backside, which is backing it. But when it comes to future products, what can we actually expect from OnePlus One in future?
So OnePlus is actually a global first company. We have more users globally than we have in our home country, China. And India is one of our most important global markets. So going forward, for all future devices, India will be one of the first launch markets.
So as you just said that India is a very crucial market for you. When it comes to the second device, which could be OnePlus 2, can we expect to see that device in India before any other country, or India can be the first?
India should be one of the first countries. We're not sure if it is the first, but it's going to be one of the first, up there with everyone else.
India should be in the first wave in that case, as per you, when OnePlus 2 is coming. Can we also expect some other devices apart from smartphones from OnePlus?
So in our first year, we chose to focus on one thing, and that's the OnePlus One smartphone. Now that we've reached so many users and we've validated our product market fit, we're going to expand our product line into other categories. And we'll have more flagship lines, or we'll have more smartphone lines, but also we will experiment with other parts of the tech ecosystem.
So about the 16GB version of OnePlus One, can we expect to see the 16GB version of OnePlus One as well coming to India, maybe in future if people need that?
It's coming. The reason why we launched the 64GB model in India is because that's the version that everyone's trying to buy globally as well. So we thought, let's launch this first and let's collect the feedback from the market. If they want the 16, we'll also bring the 16 to India.
And why not the 32GB version of OnePlus? Like, why is not that?
Because the price difference isn't big enough. If you need more storage, just pay a little bit more for the 64.
So if we talk about the 16GB version of OnePlus, how much less it will be if we compare it to the 64GB which is launched?
We haven't decided on the exact pricing, but it will be below 20K.
It will be below 20K?
Yeah.
But the 32GB version is something which you're not planning.
There's not going to be a 32GB model.
The 16GB version is still less in terms of memory. 32GB version actually gives you more. And again, it is not that much as 64GB version is there.
So I think the two devices will satisfy different target groups.
Okay. So apart from this, like when it comes to the overall support, further going down the line, do you plan to expand the support, especially in India, with more number of products coming in, or do you plan to expand the support in the future, the next quarter?
The support will scale up as our company scales up. So today we only have 25 centers, but that's going to grow as time goes by.
And I would like to know all those people who have bought 1+1 not through the invite system because they could not get it, but they have bought it through some other channels, maybe some other website from where they have bought it. If they want the after-sales support, can they get it?
They will have to pay for it if it's a non-global, non-official device.
So they will have to pay for it, but they can get the after-sales support. Okay. So the last question is going to be regarding 1+1 again. When it comes to the storage which is there is fixed. There is no micro SD card support. And after a point of time, again 64 GB is pretty good. For people who are buying the 16 GB version of OnePlus for some reason, they actually feel like that they don't have much storage after a certain point of time after using the phone. So in that case, micro SD card support is something which is needed. So can we expect the micro SD card support at least to come on the next version of maybe on OnePlus 2 or something else?
We haven't decided exactly how it's going to be. The reason why we didn't go for it this time is the user experience is not as good. It drains a little bit of battery in addition to the normal drainage, but the most important part is that the memory is much slower than onboard memory. So it wasn't a perfect user experience, and that's the reason why we didn't do it.
Apart from this, do you also plan to set up your R&D team here, especially for gathering the people feedback? Do you plan to set up an engineering team here in India, in some other city, so that they can actually fix things which are coming from the consumer side, any issues they're facing, or any things which need to be updated on the OS front?
Yeah, actually India is a very good pool for talent, especially in software. So we're looking to do that in Bangalore.
So you plan to set up an office in Bangalore for that?
We'll have a team for that, yeah.
Okay, that would be cool. Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.